So many terrible things about this movie, I don't really know where to begin. The whole concept is you get a post, and you share it or you die. But there's like two rules, and there's a minute before you die. Like, it gives you a decision. You get 1 minute on whether you want to share it or you want to tell the truth that you've never told anybody in a public post. Yet, for some reason, they try and make this stupid thing later in the movie. This guy, I think his name was Rome, is like, hey, I know how to break the algorithm. All you gotta do is tell the truth instead of sharing it. And then the post will go away for a little bit. Like, we wouldn't have already known that? And the acting is really terrible in this movie. And the plot is awful. Some of the line delivery is awful. The plot is everywhere anyway. And it's just really ridiculous. Just a really ridiculous movie. The only good thing I can say about this movie is that at least the actors have fun, because there's like a 10-minute blooper reel after the movie's over in the credits. Anyway, the movie ends with her telling her truth, and it taking her like 30 minutes to type, even though she only has like 1 minute. Because like 2 minutes go by before she types the whole post, because she types so slow. And all she does is like, oh, I post pictures to make me look more important than I really am. And then she posts it. Like, that wasn't really a terrible secret. And I don't know, it just really wasn't that good of a movie. But, it was entertaining enough to watch the whole thing. There's also a little bit of a ridiculous thing about how they try and make it like this big deal, and the dad treats her like shit. Her mom doesn't really interact with her at all until the end of the movie. But later, she's like, I'm going out, and she doesn't call back and be like, hey, I'm gonna be late. She doesn't say anything about that. So her mom gets worried, texts her, and then the person that kidnaps her just texts her, hey, I'm fine, love you. And that gets the mom all worried because her daughter hasn't said I love you in years. So later in the end of the movie, after the dad kills the person that kidnapped her, they're just a happy family again. Even though dad treated her like shit and said fuck you before she left the house. There wasn't really an apology or anything. He just kills the guy and starts talking about one of his favorite movies. And they just start laughing. Then they go home and everybody's friends again. Even though they apparently had a rocky relationship for years. So I thought that was a bit weird. Yeah. Unless you want to watch the blooper reel on the end of the movie, I wouldn't suggest watching this or even trying to watch it, because it wasn't that good of a movie. Just really ridiculous. But it passed the time.